Welcome back to another video. I am back over the unit today. I have just got myself a coffee from McDonald's, not sponsored, and I am over here. I've got some orders to pick, but most of it got picked yesterday, but I just wanted to have a bit of a sort out if I can. I've got a bit of a mess there that I need to sort of try and sort through, work out what is listed and what isn't. And then I've got some cookery books which I sorted out yesterday a little bit, so I'm going to try and get those pictured and get those listed. So I think this time of year is probably the best time for cookbooks and stuff, and they've been sitting around a while, so I kind of want to get them done and out of the way. I've set myself a little bit of a target over on TikTok, so if you don't follow me over there, please can you go and do so. I want to try and get to 2,000 followers over on TikTok, which is pretty ambitious. I want to get there by the end of the year. I have got just over 1,000, I think, so yeah, it's pretty ambitious, but I know it can't. All it needs is that one video to explode and all of a sudden it can shoot up. So yeah, I'm going to try. I'm posting daily over there for this month. So if you could do me a favour, also it's my birthday in a couple of days, so that could be a great birthday present for me if you go over there and give that a follow. If you're new here as well, give me a subscribe here, that would be perfect. I sell books online mostly, but also sell a range of other stuff, board games, vinyl, random tins, Lego, so lots of stuff. But predominantly books, because I've got a lot of books. That's just the ones that are listed. These ones aren't listed. Thank you for my last video as well. I got a lot of responses of suggestions of things I could do to try and give some books away and try and find the right people to give them to. So thank you very much, really appreciate it. It's on my list of things to look into and try and try and do that, basically try and get some books out to the right people. So one, it cuts down some of the books I've got in here which I don't necessarily need. Two, it gets books to people that need them and hopefully will help them and just build their minds and help them grow up and have a better education. And there was a thirdly as well. I think the thirdly just for doing a good deed, and it putting it out into the world and doing a good deed. I don't really believe in that karma kind stuff, but it's it's just nice to do stuff for other people and not necessarily want to get anything in return, which I don't really. I'm not going to advertise to them or anything like that. I just want to try and do some good, and it's something I might try and incorporate more of, so not necessarily for kids, but maybe homeless people. But then I start thinking, would they want books if they're homeless, because then they've got to try and carry it around. But yeah, again, that's my brain just rolling like a snowball down a hill. It just gathers speed and then just eventually it will just go boom and disintegrate into nothing. But hopefully I'm going to try and keep on top of it and just get do something with it anyway, because I just want to do some good in the world. Right, it might not look like it, but I've sold quite a lot of stuff. There was some gaps sort of opening up behind there, so I need to have a sort around there. I need to get some bits listed as well, because I've got those green books there which you can just about see on the edge. I have had those pictured and stuff for ages. I don't think they're going to be a great seller, but I'm going to try and list them, and then if they don't sell, I might put it on they're sort of like to do with farming and that kind of stuff, so I might put it onto a Facebook group or something, just sort of say if anyone wants these, here they are type thing. But yeah, I've got a load of, I started going through this bag yesterday, then realised it's actually already listed. It's just it's like a big load of books, like that one as well as one on that shelf, and these are all big bundles of books that I've already listed, and I kind of forgot where I left them. So yeah, that was clever and time well spent. But there's some of the cookery books which I've got So I've got sort of a bundle of like actual chef ones, Jamie, Gordon Ramsay, Nigel Slater, and River Cafe cookbook type stuff, which I'm going to bundle all those 6 together. Then I've got a load of other sort of general cooking books, which are sort of like vintagey ones, so I'm going to try and bundle those together, maybe in like 1 or 2 bundles. We'll see how it goes, because they're pretty heavy, as you can imagine. I've got a bundle here of like cakes and sweets and that kind of stuff that I'm going to try and bundle together, and I've got some others somewhere which I put. I'm not sure I did with the other ones now. There's some other up there. It's like I've got some Italian, I've got a bundle of curry and spicy food kind of stuff. So yeah, just a few bundles, hopefully try and get them cleared out. There was a load at my loft, I had a load over here, so if I can get rid of those, that will be wonderful. But yes, so sales have been alright. I've sold quite a lot of bundles. I sold 1 bundle yesterday, 1 day before, but 2 bundles of James Patterson books have gone out, so that's good. You can't really notice a difference because I've then filled the shelves back up again, but that's just the way it is. I've sold a load of other books as well. I've got this to pick, which was great sale from yesterday. So I've sold a couple of Harry Potters recently. They sold literally within 24 hours. I've sold 2 hardback Harry Potters. They're both first editions, but a 3rd and a 4th print, but they're the Ted Smart ones, so they're not the Bloomsbury ones. But they have both, I think one sold for like 36 and one sold for 48 or something, so 2 pretty good sales there. And this sold last night as I was getting into bed. So Lord of the Rings trilogy, they're a bit faded, as you can see, but generally not bad condition, just a bit faded. They sold for 50 quid, that box set. I've sold many Lord of the Rings over the years, but that's the best price I think I've ever got for a Lord of the Rings. I've had a few sales on Vinted as well, so yeah, all in all it's been not a bad week so far, and hopefully it will just continue. It will get to a point when it will drop off again, but yeah, usually like the week before Christmas or something, all of a sudden it sort of dies a little bit, because you know, people have got all they need and things won't get to them in time. So yeah, so hopefully up until that point it'll be good. It's going to be busy, I reckon, up until that point. So yes, this is probably my last video as a 41-year-old. As of the end of the week, I'm going to be 42. So old, and I'm definitely feeling it. I don't know about you guys, if whatever age you're at, but yeah, I just feel old. I think it's having a son as well, but also doing this, so you're constantly on the go. But like, I was getting stuff down from the loft the other day and twisted my knee. I'm just generally a bit achy and old and tired all the time. It's so much fun. So I've got all this to look forward to in my 42nd year as well. Probably a bit worse. Yay! Right, I'm gonna crack on now, see what I can get done, and then I'll come back to you to show you what I've done and if there's any other sales. I think there was something else that sold, but I can't think what now. Right, I'm just setting up some pictures now to take of these books, and I just thought I'd show you how I go about doing it. It's really simple. So I've got a bit of hardboard at the back, a bit of hardboard at the side, which is just backs of a cabinet. So all very technical. On my desk, like table thing I've got set up here. So all I do is take a picture of the spines like that, and then I knock that down on camera, which is perfect. First time I've done that. And then I take pictures just all around the edges, so I just swivel them round. So I usually end up with 6 pictures in total, so 1 each side. And then what I'll do is I stand them all up. Well, stand 3 up at the back, like so. And another 3 in front, like that. So it works out nicely. Obviously it's 6 books, so it looks good like that. If it's more or less, I just sort of try and arrange it so it's on equal amounts. If there's too many books, then I'll just do it over 2 photos, so I'll lay up 10 or whatever and then lay up the rest in a second picture. But yes, it's all very technical. And then what I'll do now is I'll put those on a shelf somewhere and take a picture of the shelf number, and then when I come to list it later, so I'll probably do that when I get home, then I'll know where it is. In theory, there's still one item I can't find. It's lost forever, I think. Yeah, but I just thought that might be interesting. And obviously what I forgot to do in those last photos was take pictures of the back of the books, which I usually do as well. On this occasion I didn't because I forgot and I was too worried about filming. But yes, I don't think it's going to be a deal breaker, but that's usually the 6th photo I take. So I take front and back, spines, and then 3 other sides of the books, and that's the 6 pictures I generally use for all of my book bundles. Or individual books on eBay. On Vinted I tend to just do 3 pictures, just because that's the way I do it. So I won't show you that one because that's a weird book. But if I was to list a book on Vinted, I'd do it front, back, spine, and that's it. If anyone's interested out there, this is a book called Stripper Assassin. Sounds a classic, right? Death Reigns Under the Full Moon on the Streets of Philadelphia, by Nick Smith. Book 11, so there's probably quite a few of in that run, which is always nice. So the other thing I sold yesterday, which, because I was over here yesterday, so I picked up most of my orders, but last night this sold, Frustration. That sold for $19.99. Generally a good seller, Frustration, if you can find it. That I picked up for free because there was someone moving house quite close to me, and they put a thing up on the Olio app to say that they were moving out, and there's loads of stuff outside. So I went and had a look, picked up a few games. I'll show you. So I think it was this one, so it's Backgammon, Scrabble. There was another game as well which I've sold already and I can't remember what it was. These are all my ones. There was a chess set as well. What was the game? A Yahtzee. That was a Yahtzee game which was new. It wasn't sealed, but everything else inside was sealed, so I listed it and it sold within an hour for 15 quid. So yeah, doing all right out of that. At the same time, you may have seen on my Instagram, but I picked up this as well, which is a fencing mask. So it was all outside the same house. There was a load of other stuff there as well, but most of it was a bit damaged or just looked a bit worn. There was some electrical stuff, but none of them had any leads, so I decided to just leave it because it would probably end up just sitting in my death pile and not getting sorted. So I decided to, as much as it pained me to leave stuff there, because they literally said if it's not collected in the next half hour or something, we're gonna just take it to the tip. So hopefully it got recycled at the tip or something. Yeah, but I had to leave it because I've got too much stuff to sort out. But yeah, not a bad little free pickup for something I wasn't really expecting. So I tried to get them listed as soon as possible, so that otherwise, one, they would sit around, two, they probably wouldn't sell as quickly. But this time of year is obviously board game season, and that mask, I just wanted to get it done and out of the way. Right, I think I'll wrap the video up there. I've taken a few pictures of stuff. I've got a few bits listed for Vinted, a few bits for eBay. I've got a few other bits to get listed as well. So yeah, all in all, not terrible over here. I've got to go and pick my other half up now, so I can't stay much longer. But yeah, I've done a bit. Sorry, just getting distracted by books. This is my life. But yes, hope that was enjoyable. Thank you very much for watching. I shall see you in the next video. Please hit your likes and your subscribes on the way out, and I shall see you soon. Wish me a happy birthday for Friday. Thanks, bye. Talking of birthdays, I was actually talking to a pirate the other day. I said to him, "How old are you?" And he went, "Aye, matey." Which I didn't think they lived that long. And also, why are pirates called pirates? I said to him. He said, "We are." And I was like, "Okay, fair enough. Got to ask the question, you know."